Moses and Aaron did exactly as the Lord had commanded them. Aaron held out his staff in front of Pharaoh and his officials. He struck the water of the Nile River, and the water turned into blood. The fish in the Nile died. The river smelled so bad the Egyptians couldn't drink its water. There was blood everywhere in Egypt. But the Egyptian magicians did the same things by doing their magic tricks. So Pharaoh became stubborn. He wouldn't listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had said. Even that miracle didn't change Pharaoh's mind. In fact, he turned around and went into his palace. All the Egyptians dug holes near the Nile River to get drinking water. They couldn't drink water from the river. Aaron reached out the stick that was in his hand. He struck the dust on the ground with it. The dust all over the land of Egypt turned into gnats. They landed on people and animals alike. The magicians tried to produce gnats by doing their magic tricks, but they couldn't. The gnats stayed on people and animals everywhere. So the magician said to Pharaoh, "God's powerful finger has done this." But Pharaoh remained stubborn. He wouldn't listen, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord spoke to Moses. He said, "Get up early in the morning. Talk to Pharaoh as he goes down to the Nile River. Say to him, 'The Lord says, let my people go. If you do not let my people go, I will send large numbers of flies. I will send them on you and your officials. The houses of the Egyptians will be full of flies. But on that day, I will treat the area of Goshen differently from yours. That is where my people live. There will not be large numbers of flies in Goshen. Then you will know that I, the Lord, am in this land. I will treat my people differently from yours. This sign will take place tomorrow." The Lord set a time for the plague on livestock. He said, "Tomorrow I will send it on the land." So the next day the Lord sent it. All the livestock of the Egyptians died, but not one animal that belonged to the Israelites died. Pharaoh searched and found out what had happened. He discovered that not even one animal that belonged to the Israelites had died. But he was still very stubborn. He wouldn't let the people go. Pharaoh's officials said to him, "How long will this man be a trap for us? Let the people go. Then they'll be able to worship the Lord their God. After everything that's happened, don't you realize that Egypt is destroyed?" The Lord had spoken to Moses. He said, "I will bring one more plague on Pharaoh and on Egypt. After that, he will let you and your people go." The Lord caused the Egyptians to treat the Israelites in a kind way. Pharaoh's officials and the people had great respect for Moses. Now it happened at midnight that the Lord struck every firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sat on his throne, to the firstborn of the prisoner who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the cattle. Then he, Pharaoh, called for Moses and Aaron at night and said, "Get up, get out from among my people, both you and the Israelites, and go, serve the Lord as you said. Take both your flocks and your herds, as you have said, and go, and ask your God to bless me also." Now the Israelites left, and a mixed multitude of non-Israelites from foreign nations also went with them, along with both flocks and herds, a very large number of livestock. "Lord, who among the gods is like you? Who is like you? You are majestic and holy. Your glory fills me with wonder. You do amazing things. You reach out your right hand. The earth swallows up your enemies. Because your love is faithful, you will lead the people you have set free. The nations will hear about it and tremble. Pain and suffering will take hold of the Philistines. The chiefs of Edom will be terrified. The leaders of Moab will tremble with fear. The people of Canaan will melt away. Fear and terror will fall on them. Your powerful arm will make them as still as a stone. Then your people will pass by, Lord. Then the people you created will pass by. You will bring them in. You will plant them on the mountain you gave them. Lord, you have made that place your home. Lord, your hands have made your holy place secure. The Lord rules forever and ever.